actually live. So I just wanted to introduce you to powering your potential with Redox. So the amazing thing about Redox is the first question is I want to ask you, are you operating at your full potential? Because, if you're not operating at your full potential in the top of your game, or you're feeling tired and sluggish and you've done all the daily affirmations and the mindsets and all those sorts of things, and I'm just hoping I'm not just rabbiting on here for nothing. I've got no confirmation from anywhere to say that I'm actually live. Anyway, I will just continue. So basically, potential, electricity is measured in potential, and the amazing redox molecules are actually the energy, electricity in your body. So I'm Mandy Stevenson. I call myself a freedom facilitator. I like to help people find their aha moments and take a quantum leap and power your potential. So yeah, I'm a wife, mum to 4, grandma to 10, kinesiologist and spinal flow practitioner, and a qualified cellular health coach. So the question then I also ask is, do you believe that your health is your greatest wealth? Because, it's what we put in is exactly what we're going to get out. So I would like to introduce you to ASEA Redox. But first of all, I wanted to sort of tell you what ASEA Redox is not. It goes beyond nutrition, goes beyond ingredients. It is not a vitamin, a mineral, an antioxidant, an exotic juice, a herb, essential oil, or a CBD oil. It goes beyond all of those things because it impacts your health at a depth that no other supplement, and I mean no other supplement, has ever come close to achieving. And for many people, ASEA Redox represents the missing link to better health. So it's really, it's the most incredible breakthrough I know everyone says it's a breakthrough and things are really, technologically, and it works at the cellular level, etc. But because this one, for the first time, it was ASEA Redox is 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. It's a cutting edge technology that represents a whole new category in health and wellness. And a technology that at one stage science said they declared it was absolutely impossible. And yet today, many experts are recognising ASEA Redox as one of the most significant health and anti-aging breakthroughs of our lifetime, akin to penicillin in the last century, because it was Nobel Prize winning science in the 90s, and it wasn't until 2009 that they were able to stabilise these molecules outside the body. So it's pretty amazing. Your body is the most complex communication network on earth, and every second of every day your cells are signaling critical messages for health, healing and repair. It's just the most amazing complex, our bodies. And as I mentioned earlier, redox signaling has become one of the fastest growing areas of science. So thousands of papers have been written on how these molecules regulate every major system in your body. The immune system, the nervous system, the endocrine system, the cardiovascular, the respiratory system, and your reproductive and digestive systems, as well as your skeleton, your muscles, your skin. And these molecules reach into every aspect of our life. So let's start by looking at something we're already very familiar with, and that's antioxidants. It's often said that we live and die at the cellular level. So if you want to have a healthy heart, you need healthy heart cells, healthy lung cells, and so on. In fact, you're the sum total of 75 plus trillion cells. And as science looked deeper inside the cell, it discovered a very special set of molecules, and they're called redox signaling molecules. And once they were thought to be nothing more than byproduct of energy production in the cell. But scientists now understand that redox signaling molecules are the key to cellular rejuvenation and renewal, and foundational to healthy cell signaling throughout the body. They are the electricity measured as potential, hence the title of my presentation, Power Your Potential. It's the buzz or the tingle that we can literally feel in our body. These molecules also go beyond all natural, and they're in fact native to the body. For example, a blueberry is all natural. I'm speaking really fast because I know I'm going to run out of time otherwise, but it's okay. So a blueberry is natural, but your body doesn't grow blueberries, but your body does, however, make these powerful molecules. So if your body's already making these molecules, why do we need to talk about or supplement them? So basically, anti-aging. The challenge is a decline in signalling, and that's it. When we talk about anti-aging, there's a challenge. I hear you say aging is simply, we just sort of think that's inevitable. Aging is inevitable, but it's simply a reduction in the cell's ability to communicate or to signal. And with age alone, we lose about 10% production of these molecules with every decade that passes. Consider a child who falls over and grazes their knee and how fast they recover. They give it a bit of a rub and then they're up and running again. But the rest of us, it takes a lot more to recover. So as a child, we produce 100% of these molecules, but with every decade, we lose about 10% production of these molecules. So then add to that diet, stress, environmental toxins, and you begin to experience even more deficiencies and imbalances in your life. So it's all about imbalance. So reduction and oxidation, this is where we need the balance. This is the redox. This is where the name comes from. And as a result of all of those, if your cells don't signal and communicate like they used to, the whole cellular healing process becomes slow and sluggish, and you begin to see the feeling and feel the effects of aging. In fact, if your cells can't signal, then little else matters. Now, I'll say that again because it's pretty profound. If your cells can't signal, then little else matters. Here's a simple example. Your home's on fire, you call the fire department, and they have the big red fire truck, the handsome firefighters, the fire hose, everything they need to put out the fire. But if you have a weak cell signal, and the pun's intended, a weak cell signal, they don't get the message and your home goes up in flames. So what if you could actually amplify or increase that signal? So the world's first and only cell signaling supplement. It is backed by 7 patents and over 1,000 trade secrets. No competition and no copycats. ASEA Redox. In a blue bottle, a magic blue bottle. These miracle molecules are stabilised inside this bottle. When you buy the American one, it has certified by Bioagilitics, which is one of the top laboratories in the States. Unfortunately, in Australia, we can't put that on the back of our bottles, but that's okay. So starting with nothing more than salt and water, exactly the same as what's found in your cells, and passing it through a complex, heavily patented 3-day process, the salt water is broken down and then restructured again into trillions of these signalling molecules, and the stabilisation of which launched our exclusive redox signalling technology. So please make no mistake, ASEA is not a bottle of salt water. It's a bottle of trillions of these vital redox signalling molecules that we made from salt and water, exactly like what happens in your body. And scientific institutions around the world are now knocking on the door of ASEA, wanting to partner with ASEA. It's a technology that's 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. University of Western Sydney in Australia and the University of Bath have partnered up, and they've been working on the NRF2 pathway, which is the major antioxidant pathway. And that's pretty exciting, but there's about 7 universities around the world now studying this. When ASEA first launched in 2009, they were knocking on the doors of universities saying, we have something amazing, we really want you to come and to do some independent studies on this. And now the universities are knocking on the door of ASEA saying, wow, we've just heard that you've got something amazing and we want to do more studies. Now, this is signalling at the genetic level. In an 8-week study, ASEA Redox was shown to activate 5 important gene signalling pathways by up to 30% that positively impact 5 major areas of health: hormone modulation, immune system, inflammatory response, it actually prevents the inflammatory response from starting, cardiovascular health, healthy digestion. 5 main areas, so there's not much left when you talk about those ones. But I do want to remind you and do a disclaimer that ASEA Redox is not a treatment or cure for any disease or any medical condition. It simply turns on the inner doctor for the body's innate ability to heal itself. So one of those genetic pathways, and I've just mentioned, is the NRF2 pathway. It's the master switch responsible for activating the body's protective antioxidants. And 2 university studies have shown that ASEA Redox increases the NRF2 activation by up to 60%, which is pretty amazing. So glutathione, the master antioxidant, is a 40% increase in glutathione production, 55% increase in compromised cells compared to the control group. I mean, that's massive. They're huge jumps, aren't they? So this is about empowering people to feel better than ever before. And it is known as the missing link to better health and vitality. It's not just health either. Athletes are drinking ASEA and they've noticed they can go further, faster, longer, harder, seeing improvements in their endurance. There are Olympic athletes who are sponsored by ASEA, and it's WADA approved because there's absolutely no detection of it, because it's totally native to the body. And even mental acuity and focus, and that's the big thing that I found, that it actually keeps my brain working, which is a pretty good thing because it whizzes around at 100 miles an hour most of the time. And in a recent university study, it was clearly demonstrated that mice drinking ASEA for only 7 days increased their endurance by 29%. And I can assure you, mice don't run 29% further for nothing. I had some lovely pictures of before and after photos where seeing is believing. Hopefully tomorrow when I do my presentation, I might be able to bring those ones up. So tomorrow I will talk about the amazing opportunity that this company provides, this financial opportunity. But there's also a significant reduction in discomfort. I should have had these right at hand. I wasn't expecting to have to do this, but the Renew 28 also has the same redox molecules. So we have, this is cellular health from the inside out. This is cellular health from the outside in. But 3 times in 5 minutes is an amazing reduction in discomfort, and you can use it anywhere, in your ears, in your gums, although it's not supposed to be internal, but you can use it in your mouth. People with horrible cell dividing conditions have found, if they go through chemotherapy and they get a lot of ulcers in their mouth, they found that this is amazing for ulceration in the mouth. It's also amazing if anyone's had any radiation, and awesome for burns, cuts, bruises, but it's fabulous on your face as well. That's the one thing about it. So there are 4 different products that are available with this particular technology, and it's now 12:30, so I'd love to put in a link. Please have a look at my album, have a look at the links there, and I'd love to have a chat with you if you're interested in having a chat and finding out a little bit more about this amazing technology. It would be really good to have a chat with you. And there's a link in my album and also a QR code where you can buy any of these products or find out more about any of them. There's also beautiful skincare, a cell performance range, and a CAVIA range of vitamins, because not only do we need the labour, which is the SEA, but we also need the materials to build the house as well. So thank you so much, and I'm so sorry I was 10 minutes late. I just hope this live has actually gone live. I haven't seen it, so I've got fingers and toes crossed that actually it's worked, and I hope I haven't rattled it all off too fast, but please don't dismiss this because I've rattled it off fast. It is the most phenomenal breakthrough I've come across in my 35 to 40 years of natural health exploration. So thanks, and bye for now. I shall see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.